stop motion animation. This is like my favorite lab that we're going to do, which I'm sure you can tell because we are going to spend almost 3 weeks doing stop motion. Okay, so what do you need to know? First, this is not a movie. This assignment, this module, you are not making movies. Got it? Okay. Now, technically, you will be making videos, which some call movies, but you are not having a plot. It is not a movie. There's no story, okay? You are going to demonstrate just in this first lab, which you can see the title of it right here, right? Stop Motion Skill Lab. Skill is the word I want to focus on. You are going to demonstrate to me that you can do a couple of skills in stop motion animation. So the first thing I want to point out is that you need an app on your iPad, and it is called Osnap. You will be able to get to that by going to Student, the little picture right there. If you have trouble finding it, I have directions that I haven't yet put on here. Awesome. You're going to click on this Features of Osnap You Need to Know. Sorry, I haven't linked that yet, but it will look like this. And the very first section, see, is called How to Download Osnap. So if there is something in Osnap you don't know how to do, you need to go to the Osnap resources. That's where you need to be. Okay? So I talk a little bit about frames per second, how to download, how to turn your project into a video, how to send it to Canvas, how to delete one picture, which is called a frame, and how to use something called onion skin. Onion skin is really cool, and I'll show you that here in a few minutes. Okay, so go back to where I was here for you. Or maybe I won't. So, you're going to have to be creative. I actually think this part is going to be a little easier for those kids who are working at home versus those kids who are in school. In a normal year, I have tons of materials that you guys can use and share. Well, I'm not allowed to let you share materials this year. So that makes what we're doing a lot more difficult. So I will be able to get you probably some cardboard, and that's probably about it. I'll have some construction paper if you need to cut some things out, but you'll have to ask me for it because I can't put it somewhere where it's shared. So you're gonna have to get a little creative. If you have anything at home that may work for what you want to do, feel free to bring it in. You carry your backpack with you, so you can carry anything with you. I wouldn't bring in anything big. Recording something big is a problem in and of itself. And then having a place to put it is also a problem. But small things work very well in stop motion. So on this page, I have examples and tips for you. So let's say you're interested in working with chalk. I have some things there. A whiteboard. Those are both difficult. Cutouts. This is probably how most of you will do moving through air. Will probably be some kind of cutouts. Some of you may be brave enough to do the chalk or dry erase or drawing of some kind. But you can see all these are here. You just click on them. It'll open it up. I also have a link here to the underlined part next to that. That will open up pages that go over some basics, okay? You can only have 2 projects in Osnap at one time, but for this unit, you will be doing 4 different skills. So you will have to submit a video before you delete it, and you're going to have to make sure that that movie has been saved in your camera roll or successfully completed and submitted before you delete it. Because if you delete it and it's not saved in the correct format, there's no getting that back. Okay? And I do expect that you'll be completing about one task or skill per day, but I've also worked in one extra day for you just to play with the app and try things out. Okay, so you have 5 days to complete 4 tasks. 2 most important things I can tell you before you even start: do not move the camera, ever. For this, that is your iPad. Use the stand on the back, keep it in the same spot, and don't ever move it. Okay? I have 2 examples here, one where the camera was moved and one where the camera was kept pretty still. So you can watch those if you'd like. Now these 2 examples, though, are actual movies. Someone went through and made an actual longer length movie. So those are not short skill examples. Second major point, your filming should always be done in landscape. You are looking at the screen in landscape. It is longer than it is tall. Your TV is set up like that. Your computer screen is set up like that. Your iPad is set up like that. Anything electronic device is set to be done in landscape. So you should be taking pictures in landscape. Okay, and like I said, I'm changing this to a link for features of Osnap, and then I'll delete all this stuff down here at the bottom. So you have 4 assignments, 4 little parts. Okay, I'll go over each one of these briefly and then more in depth once you get into each skill lab. So I want you to do this first one first, and I want you to have it done by the end of day 2. So remember I said you have 5 days? I want this one done by the end of the second day, and I want it done first. You are going to show an object moving both fast and slow in the same film. You're going to show something on fire or exploding, not both, one or the other. You can't do both well in a 3-second video. You're going to show something moving through the air, and you are going to show emotion. Note that you're showing emotion using an inanimate object, no humans.